Did it all. Decorated Marine Corps pilot, U.S. Senator, Ohio State University professor. He was America's hero, but it was his love of space that captivated the nation. Terry Sullivan takes a look back.
The eyes of the world were on Glenn as he blasted off into space February 20th, 1962, becoming the first American to orbit the Earth.
Godspeed, John Glenn. 3, 2, 1, 0. Roger, the clock is operating. We're underway.
Glenn would circle the Earth 3 times.
0G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous. And I could see the booster during turnaround just a couple of 100 yards behind me. It was beautiful.
But then a crisis. The capsule's automated steering system jammed. The heat shield began to tear away on re-entry. Flaming fireballs came flying past his window.
Our condition is good, but that was a real fireball, boy.
The unflappable Glenn acted quickly, taking over the spaceship's controls manually and steering Friendship 7 safely back to Earth. Shortly afterwards, astronaut Glenn became Senator Glenn, taking a lead role in weapons control and government affairs. He was a contender for the vice presidential nomination 3 times and ran in the Democratic primaries as a presidential candidate in 1984.
I am a person that can go on this and maybe make a major contribution.
After serving 4 terms in the Senate, Glenn announced in 1997 that he would retire. But that cleared the way for 2 new missions. He joined OSU as a part-time professor of political science and public policy. He also donated his entire collection of personal papers, memorabilia, and historical artifacts to the university's archives. It would later become the John Glenn School of Public Affairs. NASA also invited him to rejoin the space program and be part of a mission involving space and the aging process.
I'm excited because I can contribute to both NASA and the National Institute of Aging's research on the human body. And I'm excited to once again be an active part of this, not just a national effort now, but an international effort that is America's space program.
He underwent intensive training at the Johnson Space Center. On October 29, 1998, at age 77, he became the oldest human ever to venture into space. And he never lost his sense of humor.
It's not true that NASA would not let me go on a spacewalk on that second mission because they thought I was so old I might wander off someplace.
Ohio was always his home. He and wife Annie were childhood sweethearts and were honored with a parade when his boyhood home in New Concord became the John Glenn Museum.
They say you can't go home again, but you are.
I think you can.
Then in 2009, the 120th season of Ohio State football kicked off with Glenn dotting the I for the alumni band, a rare honor for a non-band member. The accolades for Glenn are plentiful. High schools, highways, ships, and now Port Columbus Airport, all bearing his name.
How many things are named after you? Do you have any idea?
I don't have any idea.
But Glenn always remained humble.
Of course, I'm gratified people feel that way. If it encourages other people to have their own ideas and their own things they want to advance, why that's the good part of it.
Back in 2012, Glenn sat down with ABC6's Yolanda Harris on the 50th anniversary of his first space mission.
What do you want your legacy to be?
I'll let other people determine my legacy. I've always thought I termed to someone the other day, I'm more concerned with legacy than I am with legacy.
I'm Terry Sullivan reporting.